Hello there everyone, and welcome to my 100% playthrough of Ash's Afterglow on Apocalypse. This is Map 12, Undercity, Part 3. Alright, and welcome back to Part 3 of Undercity, the final part of not just this map, but the entire hub. So, this whole episode is just going to be us turning in our objectives and getting all the stuff we have left to get and getting out of here. Yep. So, should be a pretty chill episode. It will be very dialogue heavy, but hey, that's how these hub maps go. So, let's see. Let me get out of everyone's way here. Let me just stand right here. All non-suspicious like. What are you doing? I'll crowbar your ass. Get away from me. You too. You know what? No. Y'all creeping me out. I'm gonna stay in the train car. This is my train car. Okay, so finish bike repairs. I think that'll be what we do last. Find gasoline, find battery. We have to install that in the bike. That's why the... Well, no. I was going to guess that's why find gasoline and find battery are both indented from the finished bike repairs, because they're related to the bike. Well, those are related to the bike, yeah, so... But I'm not sure why find medicine is indented from find ammo primers. That's probably just me overthinking things. So, let's see. Dealer, I think I'll do the dealer after the doctor and Violet. So, let's go to the doctor first. Let's go to the doctor. You called the doctor, woke him up, said, "Doctor, is there nothing I can take?" I said, "Doctor, to relieve my bellyache." Let's see. Here we go. I found this big tub of medicine. Any good? Oh my, this is perfect. He opens the box and starts examining the various tubs and boxes. Yes. Antibiotics, cold and flu. That one is out of date, but it should be good. Oh, aspirin. He quickly pockets one of the tubs. This will do nicely. And I can, of course, compensate you. How does 100 sound? In scrap, of course. Sounds great. I'll take $100 worth of scrap. Love that riff. He drops a big bag of valuable-looking parts in front of you. Pleasure doing business. You know, I don't think you realize how much help these are going to be. Health down here is a constant battle, and you can be sure I'll put in a good word with the captain about you. You've proven quite the explorer. Thanks. I hope these will be useful, whatever they are. Oh, you have no idea. Not all of us enjoy the benefits of your notorious scavenger's constitution. An interesting mutation, to be sure. And what's that supposed to mean? Oh, I mean no disrespect. We're all mutants in one way or another. Every one of us is born with many minor differences. We can't get around that. It was the way of things before even the bombs dropped. But it's interesting how predictable your traits are, in particular. I'm not sure I follow. I've heard stories of your kind. Resistance to long-term radiation damage, increased vitality, rapid healing, and the... eyes? Advantages you seem to share with the more bestial cannibals. I'm not sure what to make of it, however. None of my books mention anything about all this. The old world knew about this stuff? That's the thing, they did. But everything I've read states that mutation is a primarily random destructive process. It certainly cannot form itself into neat, predictable categories. Even the cannibals share a homogeneous appearance, to a degree. There must be some other mechanism at work, something the old world doctors never identified, although I have no idea what that could be. It's certainly not genetic. I can't help you there. So, we're a mutant, are we? Interesting. I've always wondered, because when you look at the picture that's taken of you, and at yourself in the mirror, your eyes are definitely different. I always thought that was like goggles or something, but I guess not. Maybe he just has different eyes. And there's Porcelain right there. Hey, fellow Junker. Thanks again for the help. I mean, sure, I was going to figure a way out of there eventually. But you saved me a lot of trouble. Make sure you see Violet, by the way. She said she was going to give you a reward. She worries about me, like, way too much. I had it all figured out. Tell me about yourself. Well, I'm pretty new at this scaver gig. I guess that's pretty obvious. I used to help Violet out, waiting tables. Guess I kinda got fed up with it, decided to try making my own money. When Violet took over the bar, I was a free woman. Sure, I'm not a great fighter, but I don't need to be. I prefer staying out of sight anyway. You should try it sometime. How are you finding it? Scavving, that is. Oh, I found a few good pieces. I even got a little hideout tucked away. I hope no one has trashed it again while I've been gone. I don't like the surface very much. Too many bad memories. So I stay down here. I'm pretty fast on my feet, so I've been pretty good at getting in and out without too much trouble. Well, mostly. We'll just forget out that last little incident. What were you looking for down there? I was trying to find the unfinished northern line. Most of the maps say the subway stops here, at the terminus. But I found an old article talking about a tunnel that they were building that links up with the north side. If I can find it, it would be a gold mine of fresh claims. So far, I've tried all the construction and maintenance areas and found nothing. But I just know it's down here somewhere. It's probably buried under some rubble somewhere, waiting to be found. To the north? Isn't that ground zero? Oh yeah, right in the middle. You'd fry if you tried to walk it on the surface, even if you went around it. If we can get there through the tunnels, though, man, there's supposed to be loads of stuff on the north side. The historical center, a bunch of supermarkets, a lot of rich folk places, even a public garden. Some great finds up there, I'm sure of it. That's why I'm going to keep looking. This was just a minor setback, that's all. Find anything good while you were down there? Nah, that place was a dead end. I did find something, though. An old note next to a skeleton. I was hoping it was a map, you know? And it kinda was. Turns out there was some old-time gangster dudes who were trying to get into the old bank, in the Gap. Apparently their apartment was right above that place we were in. This was before the war, though. I don't know, I just thought that was kinda cool. I don't suppose you still have that note. Nope, sorry. Lost it somewhere. Huh. Old world bank robbers. That is pretty cool, right? I wonder who they were. Apparently, like, they were gonna try and blow away into the bank with a bomb. But they found a better way in. I wonder what that was. If you ever find yourself in the Gap, maybe you could look for their pad. You wouldn't catch me going up there, though. That place is a fucking death trap. Fuck that. Have you known Violet long? Oh, years. I grew up in one of the nearby stations and moved here when I turned 14. Violet had just arrived, coming south from Junction. We stayed here ever since. It can get pretty rough here, so we learned to stick together. We're still alive, so that must have worked. Sure, I should get going. Alright, Junker. It was nice meeting you. I'll be here if you need anything. Oh, and thanks for, like, not eating me. That was real nice of you. Really. Laters. I like her. She's cool. And she looks badass as hell, too. She got that white hair, that green suit. She's carrying that pump-action shotgun. Alright, Miss Violet. I think I've done your chores for you. Oh my god, you found her. Thank you so much. Porcelain told me everything. Thank you. This really means a lot to me. Oh, Porcelain? She was fine. She seems pretty resourceful. She really needs to look before she goes diving into those dark tunnels. Huh. I suppose I could say the same about you. Speaking of which, she's making that face at me again, so why don't we just skip to your reward? I don't need a reward. It was no trouble. Oh, don't be so dramatic. Anyway, she pulls a small bundle of plastic wrapping from underneath the bar. I was saving this for the bar. It's a solar power cell. I was going to hook it up on the roof so we could get some more electric lights or some music in here, but I don't really fancy climbing up there to bring it in every time we have a storm. Maybe you could use it, or, I don't know, I could just give you some junk. For the trouble. What use would that be? Well, I thought it might fit in your lantern. This one is in pretty good condition, and it was supposed to be a good brand. I bet it would last a hell of a lot longer than that dirty one you've got fitted already. It might need charging, though. For quite a while. I can't remember when we last had it out of its wrapping. What do you think? I thought you might find this more useful than just money. Sure, let me try it out. Here you go. Hope it helps. Porcelain, she's a tough cookie. I know she doesn't need someone holding her hand, but she does like to get herself in trouble. Oh, don't give me that look, P. Remember that time with the gas bag? Anyway, thank you, Scavenger. Come back anytime. You're always welcome in my bar. Sure. Something else? What'll it be? I better get going. No problem. Take care of yourself, Scavenger. Later. We will be talking to her once more once we turn in our objectives with, actually, once we, fix the bike, actually. I believe Riggs will tell us to go talk to her again, so we shall. Okay, let's see here. Ammo primers, that is for Riggs. So we shall do the dealer next. Hope this thing's worth it, Mr. Dealer. Let's see. I found something in the old clinic. You ever hear of this stuff? Your Geiger counter gives a burst of activity as you pull the stim out of your pack. Whoa, what the fuck is that? Let me see that. Wait, Titan? This is Titan? Where the hell did you find this? I thought this was an urban legend. You've heard of this stuff? He turns a syringe over in his hands. There used to be this old story floating about the old government testing this drug that could turn ordinary warriors into Superman. But the first few guys they tested it on died. Pretty creepy story, huh? Man, this stuff is pretty old, though. And is it just me, or is it glowing? Maybe I should be wearing gloves or something. Is this stuff safe to use? He sniffs the end of the needle. I don't know, man. It looks like this shit has been lying around in the open somewhere, picking up rads. I bet this would mess you up pretty bad if you used it on yourself. Still, mutants don't seem to mind that in small amounts. At least from what I've heard. Fuck knows if this stuff still works or not, though. You said there was an old story about this stuff? Oh, man. I heard it off another dealer who read about it in an old magazine or something. They say it all happened here, in this city. A bunch of docs had this young warrior. They told him they'd pay him thousands of dollars and he would become some super strong fighter if he tried this stuff out. So they stick him with this big blue needle, and for a few seconds he doesn't feel anything. He just says that everything has gone a funny color or something. Okay. Then what? Suddenly the guy takes off running, straight through a glass window. Falls 35 floors all the way to the street. He mimes falling through the air. Boom! Bam! Hits the sidewalk so hard it cracks. Blood everywhere. The guy looks like dog food. The docs are looking down at him all the way down in the street, thinking he's dead. But he ain't. Bullshit. Hey, my buddy don't lie. He said the story goes that way. Goes that the guy gets up, piss and blood, bones all cracked, but he just keeps running, jumping over cars and shoving people out of the way. Then this big old bus bumps into him. Crack. Wasn't going that fast, but he doesn't get up that time. I guess this stuff doesn't last too long or something. Is this stuff safe to use? Ooh. Let's give it a shot. It's not like it's us using it. Alright, fine. If this is the best we've got to work with, we'll give this one a shot. I'll go get Mojo ready. You see the organizer and put a decent bet on Mojo. I sure hope this works. Good luck. Alright, it is betting time. Yo, welcome to the fight pit. Betting or watching? Betting. Alright, now we're talking. He scribbles something down on a piece of paper. It looks like he is writing, Jesus Scav, you think. Okay, I've added you to the list. When the fight is ready, take your place in the line and you can place your bet. So can I at least pick a fighter? Look, there's nothing to worry about. We'll have it all under control. Once our starfighter's ready to fight, we'll be right back in business. Trust me. Mojo is ready to fight. Really? No shit. For a while there, I thought I was just going to have to throw both those idiots in the pit. Thanks for letting me know. Anyway, looks like everyone is here already, so feel free to place your bet. Looks like you're first in line, kid. Good for you. I'm ready to place a bet. Awesome. So, who do you want to bet on? Mojo has odds of 1 out of 4. Or, how do you say that? Oh yeah, 1 in 4. Mojo has odds of 1 in 4. The Pit Fiends have odds of 4 to 1. So easy even Mojo could work out the math. So, who you want to put money on? Oh, we accept scrap as well, but no credit. I'll put money on Mojo winning. Great. How much do you want to stake on him? Minimum bet is 10. Cash or junk, no credit. Oh, and I've raised the maximum stake due to increased demand. $60. Great. Thanks for betting. Head next door and enjoy the show. Oh, and no friggin' refunds. See you later. Alright. No popcorn, but let's get some entertainment going. Let's go, Jojo. Ooh, look at him go. Damn, look at him go. He's got fast monsters turned on. There you go. Get him, Jojo. Or sorry, Mojo. Son of Jojo. Hell yeah. What the? Whoa! Well, he won the fight. Huh. What happened to Mojo? What the fuck? I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty fucking dope. I don't know what to say. I mean, I won. I'm rich. But what the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck indeed. Man, that was crazy. Did you see that head come apart? It's gonna be a bitch getting the stains out of the ceiling. I'm glad that's not my job. I gotta find out what chems that guy used. That was a real finisher. You know about the Stim? Kid, do you think I was born yesterday? We get Stim users in here all the time. I swear to God, I take my time to explain the rules for you losers. At what point did I ever say that chems were against the rules? Hell, I just wish I knew which Stim that was. That would make for a killer season event. Might have to have a word with Mojo's manager. I bet $60 on Mojo. There's your winnings. Don't spend it all in one place. This is what I love about Pit Fight. Who would have thought Mojo would pull it off? 3 cheers for the new champ. More like 3 cheers for my money. So that's what? 60 times 4 is $240 plus my stake. So that should be, which was $60. So that should be what? 300 or 300 bucks I just won, right? See, I bet 60 times 4 is 240, right? Yes. And then that plus my stake. Yeah, 300. Hell yeah. That's 2 modded weapons right there. Speaking of which, let's see. I believe all that's left to do now is do the bike and give Riggs the primers. Let's give him the primers first. Let's see. I found some ammo primers. Want to trade? Huh. Well, I'll be damned. Where did you find those? That'll solve a lot of our problems. Let me see which ones you got. Here you go. Give him the primers. Oh, wow. There's a ton of them. Let me see. Small rifle, magnums, 5.56s, shot shells. Hell, this is exactly what I need. I could make hundreds of rounds with this little box. Here, something for the trouble. He hands you a box of some valuable-looking scrap. Happy I could help. I'm starting to like you, Scavenger. Oh, by the way. He leaves for a moment and then returns. Go see the dealer if you're needing ammunition. I've asked him to give you a discount while I start replenishing our stock. Seems only fair since you're the only one going out there. Sounds good. I'll go see him. Sure. Anything else you need? I think I'm good. Alright, let's see what Mr. Dealer Man has for us. Now, let's see. $755. What is that divided by 150? 150. Yeah, I'm going to do the math out loud because I can. 150, 300, 450, 600, 750. Ooh, I could mod 5 weapons right now. I'd have like $5 left, but I could. Let's see. Okay, how much do you charge? Actually, do I even need anything? Oh, I do need 12 gauge. Here you go. 4 shells for 60. Or you could get a whole sleeve at 12 for 170. How's that sound? Let's see. 4 for 70 or 12 for 2. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. 210. Now hang on. Am I going to be spending 210 or 170? I didn't do a practice run of this level, so because it's pretty much nothing but dialogue, so I don't want to risk spending too much damn money. I'll take the 4. I'll just take the 4. There you go, my dude. Go kill something. You need any more? I'm good for now. Cool, cool. Well, do you want anything else? Grab it now, man. It's not going to be here forever. How's business? It's been pretty good. Much better now the ammo problem is solved. Well, kinda solved. Maybe I should round up some of these dumbass refugees. Get them all making bullets. Alright. Well, well, I think all that's left to do now is fix the old girl up. So let's do just that. Your motorcycle is here. She looks like she's had work done on her, but it still looks like something's missing. Try to start her up. Nothing happens. You can't even hear the engine turning over. Try to figure out what's wrong. Everything looks like it's had a good clean at least. The engine looks almost good as new, but none of the electrics seem to be functioning. Check the throttle and steering. Everything seems to be looking good. No loose cables either. The steering feels a lot smoother as well. No problems here. Check the fuel tank. The fuel gauge is showing empty. A hollow ringing as you tap the fuel tank confirms this. She'll need some gasoline. Fill the tank with the jerry can. The fuel gauge is now reading half a tank of fuel. That's enough for at least 70 to 80 miles if you're careful. Check the battery and the main fuse. The main fuse is fine, but the battery has been removed completely. There are signs of corrosion where it used to be. Perhaps it went bad due to water damage. Plug in the new battery. The battery seems to be working fine. All the lights turn on at least. It won't last long without a full charge though. Check the generator and wiring. The generator has clearly been worked on recently. A lot of the wiring looks new. Everything looks good here. Try to start her up. You give the starter a solid kick and the engine roars into life. She sounds better than ever. Looks like you're good to go. I'll need to talk to Riggs to let him know she's done. Alright, bike as good as new. Oh, baby, I've missed you. Looks like my bike is ready to roll. Yeah, she sounds a beauty. Nice work. To tell you the truth, Scavenger, I never thought you'd find the parts. I was kind of hoping you'd be sticking around for a little while yet. Are you still planning on leaving? There's still a few things I need to take care of before I go. Let me know when you're done, and make sure you talk to Violet before you go. And stock up on whatever you need. I hear it's pretty rough out there in the desert, especially now. I'll be right back. Alright, so now we get to talk to Violet again. Let's see, what does she got to say to me? Something else? What'll it be? It's time for me to hit the road. Oh? So soon? Did you guys get that bike fixed already? Wow, you really can't be stopping you set your mind to something, huh? Sure did. Oh, hey, what's the rush? Come here. She runs behind the bar and pulls you into an embrace. She releases you and smiles. Stay safe, okay? And don't you be a stranger. You're welcome here anytime. Where are you headed anyway? Someplace fun, I hope. Not really sure yet. I guess I'll see where the road takes me. Well, the closest place I know of is Prosperity, although we haven't heard much of them in a while. From there you can pretty much head any direction. I'm sure there's at least a couple of other towns still around there. Couldn't tell you if the route is still clear, though. I'll figure it out. Take care, Scaver. Just grab me if you need anything before you go. I'm always here. Will do. Well, Scaver X Violet OTP. Hey, maybe in the sequel episode they'll entertain that idea. Oops. Did I just say that? Ignore that. Anyway, I believe we're just about done here, but let's talk to Riggs again. Okay, I'm ready. I've done all I can here. Scavenger, you've been a real godsend to this town. Huh. Town. You know, I've only been here a few years, but only now do I start to see this place as having any prospects. You know, if you ask the captain, I'm pretty sure he'd let you stay. After all you've done to help us. Thanks, but what I'm looking for isn't here. If you say so. Ah, one last job before you go. I have something I need to talk to you about, and a small favor to ask. You heading north, yeah? I was thinking about it. Why? That briefcase you brought me before, the one Smiley gave you, it was a portable computer. A government one. I was hoping it had some history on it. maybe some technical manuals. Well, right after the spire came down, it turned itself on. Could be a fluke, but I got a feeling it's not. So what was on it? It only activated for a few moments, but I saw a lot of stuff on there that I just didn't understand. It's definitely pre-war military, but I don't have a clue what this thing is, and that scares the hell out of me. The fact it turned itself on, and just after we heard that broadcast from the Spire, your former robot friend, I don't believe in coincidence. Smiley didn't say what was on it? Not really. I knew a few of these things have been found, and that he went to a lot of trouble to get one. And it's not like he's around anymore, what with the attack on the wall. Anyway, I don't want it here. But there's someone who might be able to figure it out. You heard of Prosperity? I think Violet mentioned it. He hands you a familiar orange briefcase, now open to reveal an expensive-looking computer. I tried getting it back on, but I think the battery is dead. Or maybe it's key-activated. There's a slot here that accepts 2 keys. But I don't fucking know. Just get it away from here. Oh, and the kid's name is Wheeler. But there's a lot of tech heads up there. Someone should be able to figure it out. How do I get to Prosperity? The westbound tunnel on the upper platform, the old blue line. You'll pass through a little outpost we set up, but they won't stop you. I think that leads out of the city. It's been a while since we sent anyone that way. But if you want to head north, you'll want to get on the 75 interstate. If it still exists. If not, you'll have to figure that out yourself. We haven't had much contact with anyone up that way for a while. Sounds like my best bet. Sure. Oh, also, I had a few minutes to spare. Thought I'd put something together from some spare parts. Since you've been working so hard for us, I don't know, maybe you could use it. He turns to reveal a handcrafted rifle with a telescopic sight. The craftsmanship is evident. Something to help with the bigger problems out there. I mean, if you think you'll use it. If you don't want it, that's fine, I guess. Now don't look at me like that, kid. This is just like a thanks. It looks perfect. Thanks. I'll take it. Yeah, baby. Junker Musket. Oh, happy to see you again. Alright. I guess that's it then. I'll let the captain know and get you some help to drag this bike upstairs. Oh, and good luck out there, Scavenger. Now, we're not going to leave the zone just yet. We're just going to leave the conversation. You know why I saved so much junk? This weapon right here is the reason why. But before we go to the workbench, which we are finally about to do, let's talk to Mr. Guard Captain first, see if his dialogue has changed at all. Scavenger, I've been hearing word you've helped us out with a few things. I don't normally see this kind of behavior from Wanderers, but I appreciate it. Maybe I was wrong about you. I try to help where I can. Well, it's appreciated. Look, I know I come off as an autocrat sometimes. I don't think people realize how balanced on a knife edge we really are. Honestly, if there was anywhere else to go, I think most people would leave if they could. Until then, keeping this town safe is my main priority. Gotcha. So, there it is. You have my apology, for what it's worth. Just please, please try not to bring any more shit down on us. We're barely holding on as it is. Does this mean I'm not getting kicked out? I'll think about it. I mean, I'm not stupid. We need scavers like you to find things we just can't make. And I'm not about to turn away someone who is generally trying to help. Let's just see how we get along, yeah? No deadline. Oh. He's had a change of heart too. I think I've done pretty well for myself. So, new weapons means new dialogue in the workbench. New mods to take a look at. Well, you know what? We'll look at the level 2 mods for my already modded weapons after I look at the ones we have just now gotten. So I believe the first new one we picked up since first taking a look at the workbench was actually the Master Blaster. Oh yeah, you can mod the jackhammer too, that's right! So, I don't remember if this version 1.10 or version 1.06 was first to do this, but one of those versions actually allowed you to mod the jackhammer. That was not always the case, and you want to mod the jackhammer. Trust me. Maybe not right away, unless you just really want to. But, yeah, we've gathered a lot of crap since looking at the workbench first time. So, let's take a look at the Master Blaster. Tier 1, High Pressure Tank, Capacity Mod. Increases fuel capacity by 50%. Alright, let's see, how about Project Pig? Project Pig. Construction of an ultra-powerful gas-powered weapon using slugs as ammunition. Requires specialized parts to complete. 1 out of 3 collected. Yep, we have 2 more parts to collect. I remember where the final part is. It's a good ways away. The second one I don't quite remember off the top of my head, but I know that I have never not found it, and hopefully I did not just jinx myself by saying that. Let's see. Jackhammer. Tier 1, Smackhammer, Penetration mod. Sharpened drill bit driver head increases penetration versus armor and hides it with negligible weight gain. Includes free refuel. Oh, free refuel? You know what? That might be the best time to mod the Jackhammer, actually, because I don't think there's any fuel pickups in this mod at all. I think the only refuels you get is finding other Jackhammers and just siphoning their fuel. So, yeah. Let's go to a different category. Let's do rifles. We got the military rifle, aka the M16, first. Tier 1, Heavy Barrel, Full Auto mod. Full wood furniture and liberated firing mechanism enables full automatic fire and better handling. Oh, so one thing I did kind of gloss over when I first picked this up. So I said how if you just tap the trigger, it's a semi-automatic. But if you hold the trigger down, it's a 3-round burst. That is true. However, if you hold the trigger down, the Scaver will continuously fire 3-round bursts. Like, it's kind of fully automatic in that sense, in that you can just hold down the mouse button and keep firing, but the firing mode is still burst fire, so it's just bam-a-bam, 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 but it just keeps going until you run out of ammo and have to reload. So, but this mod actually makes it into a fully automatic weapon. It's like M16A1 style. So, yeah, I totally forgot about that until I started firing out the haunts in Return to the Spire, but yeah, there's a little fun fact. Not sure if that was done that way on purpose or not, but it's still pretty funny. I also like how on the blueprint it says, 6 kills? Ha! Who makes guns out of plastic? Whoa, now, hang on now. Polymer is a damn good material. Now, this may not have been made out of a high-grade polymer, mind you. It looks pretty old. So maybe it was like cheaper polymer, I don't know. Anyway, so that's what tier 1 of the M16 is for, which we will not be doing. I don't think we'll be modding the M16 for a while, to be honest. The Junker Musket, on the other hand, oh, just wait and see. Tier 1, Repeater Mechanism, Capacity mod. Convert from single shot breech loader to 3-shot magazine fed. Yeah, so instead of reloading after every shot, you get a 3-round magazine. So definitely going to install that first. And wait till you see what Tier 2 is. We're going to be giving this thing both mods right away. But let's read the other weapons first. Let's see. I don't really think I've gotten any new weapons other than those. Yeah, okay, so now we'll just check out the level 2 mods of our already modded weapons. The 45 Revolver. Tier 2, Custom Trigger Mech. Rate of Fire mod. Tap fire to rapidly increase firing rate, or firing speed, at increased recoil. Honestly, I can do without that, because this thing is strictly, for me anyway, it's used as a long-range hand cannon. So giving this thing a faster fire rate is just not necessary, because you already have things like the Ingram, the M16 now, and the Glock for your close range needs, and obviously your shotguns too. So I don't really bother with that mod. It's kind of not really worth it. It is pretty cool though, because like once you install it, the Scaver puts his hand behind the hammer, you know, like fanning the hammer like the Old West does. So it's pretty cool to see. But yeah, we're probably not going to bother with that. If I even do install that, it won't be until the very, very end. So make sure I don't press the wrong key and install it now. Let's see. 9mm machine pistol, also known as Ingram, or MAC-10, whichever. Ingram is the more umbrella term. It's also easier to say. Tier 2, Michonne Ultra, handling mod. Full overhaul. Improves stability, magazine size, damage, and reload speed by a small amount. Yeah, the text has been changed. It used to say double mags, and then it wouldn't increase the magazine capacity at all. But now it does. It does not double it. I think it actually said, yeah, it said double mags. So I was thinking, oh, awesome, it'll go from 32 rounds to 64. But no, it goes from 32 to 48. So you have your usual 32-round mag and then a 16-round mag, I guess, taped to it. I think it gives you jungle mags, hence the tape you see at the bottom left corner of the blueprint there. Oh, yep, see? Jungle Mags written at the bottom. And then forgot to fix stock at the top. But installing this mod will actually put the stock on and also changes the color. So yeah, you will receive little clues about what happens to the weapon when you mod it by looking at the blueprint. That is a really awesome detail, I have to say. Let's see. Oh, the pump action shotgun. Oh, baby, yes. Tier 2, Desert Pump, Reload mod. External 80X magazine adapter. 80X? 80 times. Maybe that's a brand. Oh, no. Wow, it says box. Jeez, I'm stupid. The B looked like an 8. This font is a lot easier to read than previous versions, but there are still characters that look like they're something else. 80X magazine. That's the first time I've misread box as 80X. And now I can't stop thinking about it. Anyway, external box magazine adapter reduces loading times considerably. Camouflage pattern paint for desert survival. Oh yeah, so instead of loading your shells individually, it will make it a magazine-fed shotgun and give you a box mag, which I think gives you 6 shells. And obviously it also changes the reload animation, which looks badass as hell. Oh yeah, it says right there, times 6. There's the spring inside the magazine. Man, these little schematic illustrations are awesome. I wonder what assets in Doom got replaced to put these in. But Vostiak, or whoever made these, awesome job. Definitely approve. Anyway, I think that's all the already modded weapons. So yeah, let's just actually mod some now, why don't we? So first things first, we're going to mod the musket. Give it the magazine. So nice. But we're not done. Oh, no sir. Tier 2, Electro Mag Driver, Charge Mod. Increases maximum damage. Hold fire to charge. Damage is based on charge time. Charge can be cancelled using boot knife. Oh, I think that's new. And I think it also had a bit of a text change too. It used to say like, extremely overpowered, may or may not work, or something like that. But this mod right here, oh man. So it literally turns it into a railgun. A lever action railgun. So you already know. Look at, oh my god, look at this thing. It looks so incredibly awesome. So yeah, it goes from being a little scoped lever action musket rifle to a freaking magazine-fed, electromagnetically charged railgun. Just, God. Oh, so cool. And this thing absolutely shreds anything you shoot with a fully charged shot. Oh, you'll see. You will see. Plenty of that. But let's see. We have 395 more scrap, or dollars, slash scrap. So I can mod 2 more things and have 95 bucks remaining. Well, I am going to give my shotgun the magazine. Now, it also gives you awesome reloads. Now, look at that desert camo, though. God, that is freaking cool. Even the freaking heat shield got painted. Now, is that Cerakote? It looks like Cerakote to me. I just noticed the bayonet isn't colored. Aw, man. Missed opportunity. Anyway. Oh, and the reload sound this thing gets. Oh, man. So satisfying. You'll see, though. You'll see later. But let's see. Do I want to mod anything else right now? Let's see with the Glock. We put the pin laser on it. Accuracy decreases spread 50%. Also removes the rust, which is pretty cool. Like I said, you don't really need to mod the Glock because short range, this thing like pretty much never misses anyway, even at medium range. But trying to use this thing at long range is not exactly recommended anyway, even with the decreased spread, because you have your, well, now you have the Junker Musket. You also have the M16. Now we also have the Colt Revolver, which are all perfectly fine for long range combat. So, oh, I do kind of want to clean her off. It kind of hurts me. Being a Glock owner myself, it kind of hurts me to see her all rusty like that. But we'll see. We'll see. She still functions. That's the most important thing. She still functions perfectly fine. The next thing I mod might actually be the Ingram to give it that increased mag capacity and this the stock flipped out. It's funny how... I'm pretty sure a stock on a MAC-10 is just... You flip it out. I don't think you need to, like, install anything to flip it out. Maybe the bolts are rusted off. Or rather, they're rusted. So if you try to flip it out, it'll, like, break the stock off or something. I don't know. I'm just kind of putting some real-world thought into it. It's what I do, you know? Let's see here. I will say this. Tier 2 mod for the jackhammer. Holy crap, it's so good. Oh. You know what? No, I think I'm good for now. I will take the junk that I have, and we will collect more junk in the next map, and then I will mod at least one more, if not two, by that point. So, I think we're all square for right now. That being said, oh, right. Sorry, old girl. Didn't know you were still empty. Let's make sure everything is nice and fully loaded. I will also give my sawed off the triple barrel mod at some point. But I believe we're good. So we're going to get the... I'm not calling this thing the Junker Musket anymore. I'm calling it the frickin' Junker Railgun, or just the Railgun. But as you can see, done, 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 done. Head north, leave city. We are out. Oh, right. You have to actually talk to Riggs to do that. You can't just go there. I mean, you can go there on foot, but the scene will not be set up. So when you talk to Riggs and you say leave zone, you actually transition out of this map into an intermission map that you can play. And we'll see what we have waiting for us up there. Actually, wait a minute. Isn't there someone else to talk to? Yeah, almost forgot. It's Barrett. How you doing, big dude? The big man looks at you and smirks. Yo, Scav. Fancy seeing you here. Bet you thought those tunnels would finish me off, huh? Too bad. Not many men around here as tough as me. How you doing, big guy? Huh, just been to the dock. Says I'll be okay. Good thing you hit like a girl, huh? Uh-huh. What are you gonna do now? Me? Dunno. He rubs his chin thoughtfully. Heard about the wall. Might be worth seeing what happened there. Might need a new gang, though. All these guys are wimps. I think they need a new leader. Someone who can whip them into shape. Do you remember what happened to you? Kinda. Everything is still kinda fuzzy. Got ambushed in the tunnels. Mutants. Watched all my boys cut to pieces. Found a place to hide and... don't want to talk about it. Never found that voice on the radio. Don't really care now either. Probably for the best. What are you gonna do now? Nope. Sounds fun. Guess I'll see you later. Hey, Scav. Thanks for waking me up. I'll be here if you need anything. I need to think about stuff. Alright, see you later. Alright, so we saved two people, Porcelain and Barrett. Formerly a gang leader who now seems to have reformed his ways, but we are officially done with Undercity. I'm gonna kind of miss this place. I don't know what those other two items are, and frankly, I don't care. I'm pretty sure I've covered every square inch of land here. So maybe it's first aid kits, who knows. Let's go ahead and go. Oh. INT1, leaving Michonne. Yes, this is an intermission map. We can no longer go back into Undercity without loading a previous save. Now, there's kills to get here. I see no kills, I just see guards. It's also far too quiet in here. Alright, Scaver. Your bike is over there on the tracks. I hope you've got all your business finished in the circle, because we ain't gonna open the gate again. Why not? Because we don't really know what's behind those big doors over there. So if a bunch of uglies pour through, we want to at least slow them down. So let's hope that doesn't happen, yeah? Alright. It's been a while since anyone has been up this tunnel. Hasn't been used in months, but it should take you up onto the old 75 road, eventually. Anyway, get ready. We're opening the tunnel now. Just get on with it. All seems good so far. Uh-oh. We got visitors. Hey, it's Barrett. Come on. Hey, we got Porcelain too. Alright. This is how it should be. Scavers helping other scavers. Now they can die, so be careful. Come on, you. Oh, good shot, Porcelain. And they both survived. Awesome. It is possible for them to die. I've had at least one of them die before. I think I've had both of them die before, too. So I didn't want to just keep using this, just in case it was too slow and one of them took too much damage. But, well, let's give him a proper thank you, shall we? The former raider boss is grinning widely. You feel that, you ghost fucks? Payback's a bitch. Barrett, good to see you. What? Thinking I was going to let you have all the fun? Get real, Scaver. You're not the only badass in town, and these fuckers owed me one. You've met these things before? Yeah, long time ago. Was clearing out an old army base. Had a different crew back then. We found some old silo, ended up getting jumped by these things. Like they was trying to keep us away from something. Lost the crew, but they didn't get me then either. Any idea what they are? Who cares? Ghosts, man. Spirits of the dead, lost souls, Doom reference. Old world messing with some black magic. All I know is they die when you shoot them. Good enough for me. So what are you going to do now? Thinking of starting a new gang. Plenty of punks still alive around here. They've gotten soft, you can tell. Gonna beat them down, build them up, make a strong crew, take back the city from all the freaks and losers that infest it. Thinking this could be a better home. Well, good luck with that. I'll be seeing you, Scav. Do me a favor and kick this wasteland in the balls for me. He lets out an exuberant howl. Ow! Laters. Man, dude's a badass. And look at him, he is freaking jacked. Looks like he's gotta be like 6'5". And Porcelain, how you doing? The young Scaver is panting heavily. Jesus, those things are fucking creepy. You should see the mess downstairs. We barely held them off. Porcelain? What are you doing here? Helping you, dumbass. I thought it'd be nice of me to pay you back for saving my sorry butt. Although, to tell you the truth, I'll be happy not having to see these things again in my life. Nasty. Do you know what these things are? Huh? I was hoping you knew what they are. You're the one with the experience, right? Guess Mr. Big Shot doesn't know everything. I'll remember this. Yeah. Got any plans? Right now, helping clean up the mess those things made. A few attacked the station as well. But it's fine. We've lived through worse. I got some ideas for a little journey of my own, but I ain't telling you. This'll be my big score. Oh? Still trying to find that tunnel to the north side? Yep. Got a pretty good lead, too. I'm going to check it out once I got time. Might have to go topside for this. You should be proud of me. I don't like going up there, like you guys do. This'll be a first for me. Well, take care of yourself. Later, alligator. I guess I should start calling you brother, right? I don't know. Heard it was the tradition. Oh, and look after yourself. I owe you one, you crazy bastard. Take care, sister. Oh god, the wholesomeness, I can't take it. Barrett the badass and Porcelain the softy at heart. But yeah. So it looks like we actually had 5 of those things to kill. And I stopped firing when either of them got in front of me because I was afraid that the auto aim was going to prioritize them, because it has been fixed now, I think, because in previous versions, whenever there was a light fixture on the ceiling that you could shoot, those would actually take auto aim priority over enemies, and I have no idea how. I'm not even sure where in the code or whatever you would go to fix that. But it has been. I don't think the auto aim will prioritize friendly targets or inanimate objects anymore. So, yeah. But we're done. Let's get on our old newly refurbished bike and GTFO. See ya, suckers. Now, I'm going to be slow about this because you can still crash into a wall and die, and my god, would that be embarrassing. So we'll just putter on along. Just like that old Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Who was it? Dune Buggy? He was always like, hey pal, hop on. I'll give you a lift. Oh man, I feel old now. But yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Meanwhile, it's good to be back on the road. My ride feels better than ever. My little misadventure in the city was over, and it was time to move on. While my previous job hadn't gone exactly as I had planned, I've managed to do pretty well for myself, all things considered. Hopefully I'll have more luck in the next. The question now was where to head next. There didn't seem much point heading back south, so I planned a route through the only city that should hopefully take me north. Whether that route still exists is still to be seen, but I have a good feeling about today. And that is it. We are done. Undercity has been cleaned out except for those random 2 missing items, as well as those 6 items in the Gap, 5 of which at least were first aid kits, but I'm pretty sure the 6th one was too. But yeah, the first hub is done. And the next few maps, I believe it'll be 3 or 4 total? 4 or 5. We will be doing 4 or 5 maps before we get to the next hub map. And yeah. So we're going to have a nice little classic linear level-to-level adventure coming up. And of course the next level is going to start with our motorcycle. Should be a fun ride. But that'll be next time. This video is over. This hub is over. And what pastures await us out of the confines of Terminus? Well, we shall find out next time. So until that time comes, I forgot my usual outro. That was Undercity Part 3. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your day or night. And I will see you when we hit the road yet again. So until that time comes, I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.